So first and foremost, for those unaware, Sonic X Generations reviews have dropped and they're glowing. There's some 9s, there's some 8s, mostly 9s and 8s basically, and the overall Metacritic is currently sitting at an 8. For those unaware, Sonic Shadow Generations is a remaster of a remaster, because Sonic Generations was like a reimagining of all the classic levels from Sonic. It was for like the 20th anniversary. It's one of the last few Sonic games that I really liked. So they remastered that game and they added a new 5-hour campaign with a whole bunch of new like shadow levels, plus all the previous other content. And it's getting good reviews. And this is perfect timing because the Sonic 3 movie's coming out in December. So it's like the year of Shadow. Remember when Nintendo had the year of Luigi? So if you were interested in picking up this game, go ahead and get it. I don't know if I'd recommend it if you already played the original Generations, because like a new 5-hour campaign, I don't know if that's worth paying another $70, unless, even though it is getting good reviews, I don't know if that's enough content. I would say if you already played the previous Generations, maybe wait till it's like $30-$40, because I feel like if you are getting it for the new content, you're probably gonna, no pun intended, but you're probably gonna run through the 5 hours pretty quickly. It's 50. Oh, I stand corrected. Let me see. I didn't know that. Let's see. Sonic Shadow price. Oh, it's 50. Yeah, I'm still not paying 50. That's good that it is 50 though. That means like it'll get down to like 30 quicker. I mean, if you feel like that's good value for you, go for it. I would say like if you've never played it, go for it, because this is obviously the best version. But even still, if you played it before, I don't know if it's worth 50. I'd wait for like 30. So it's DLC then? Pretty much. It's like DLC added. He had his own little story mode in there. I like the pricing on some of these games. Yeah, we need to get back to non-traditional, because like in the 90s it wasn't like that. Games used to be all over in price. It was based off of what they perceived to be the value of it. And then I think the generation, what was it, the PS2 generation is when everything became standardized, where everything was 50 and then it became 60 and now it's 70. And it's just like, what warrants every game being $70? If you have a game that didn't take as much money to make and it's a new IP, which by the way, I don't think I brought, I don't know if I saved it. I respect the fuck out of what's the name of that game? 33 what? Expedition 33. Oh, 33 pricing, since we're talking about that. The developers mentioned why it will cost $50. Does anybody have a link to that tweet? If I can't find it, I wish I would have saved it. So the developers of this game, this is a new turn-based game coming to the Game Pass and coming to Xbox. It looks really good. It's gonna be priced at $50. And when asked why they priced it for $50, they said it's a new IP and they want to be able to get this into as many hands as possible, because it's harder to advertise a new game to people that are unfamiliar with the IP. They said, we're aware that we are working uphill, so we're going to price it at $50 in hopes that more people are open to trying the game. Keep in mind, they said that the campaign is going to be like 30 hours. It's going to be a good meaty game. And I think more games need to get back to that. Remember when 2K was $20? Yeah, remember NFL 2K5? That shit was $20. Says smart businessman. I think more games need to do this, especially if the budget isn't too crazy. But back to Sonic. Good reviews. But the reason, to answer your question why I labeled this section Woke the Hedgehog, is because the day, is this the tweet? Let me see. This doesn't state why. No, the actual developers answered why. It's okay. I remember what they said. It's okay. So to answer the question on why I labeled this section Woke the Hedgehog, is because despite Sonic getting good reviews, the internet's least favorite person, Grumps, the leader of the Go Woke Go Broke crowd, which by the way, somebody tweeted me this. I didn't see this because I have him muted, but somebody added me and then I unmuted him, and that's when I found it. What is this? Is this the actual link? Oh yeah, there we go. We've seen a few questions regarding the price. We are a small team with an indie spirit, and we're creating something we believe is truly special. We aren't a AAA studio. This is our first game, and we want as many people to play it as possible. To be clear, we pour all our heart and soul into the game. When you play Expedition 33, expect a 30+ hour main game, and as such, and the pricing that you see is from your local retailers is accurate. So they basically said, we're a new game, small studio. We know we're the new guy in town, and we want as many people to try it. More studios need to do this. Self-awareness. But anyways, back to the internet's least paper person, the leader of the Go Woke, Go Broke army, is saying that the good reviews for Sonic Shadows doesn't matter because Sonic is now woke. Ladies and gentlemen, let's read along and see why Grumps thinks Sonic the Hedgehog is now woke too. He says Sonic Generations Shadow is woke because Rouge is covered up even more than the last time. Mind you, this is his first talking point. Now, this is his anchor. This is what he's leading with, ladies and gentlemen. This is a children's game. And he's upset because in the children's game, Rouge the Bat is not showing as much ass and titties. No more hand in face to a female. Can't have that. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Fat shaming removed. Health and fitness has been fixed by lowering standards. I can tell you where this all comes from. Western activist localization departments. Every time community notes coming in to say, but Sega will still sell the old version. It's hilarious brain rot. This is why you should join the community notes and not leave it to the lefties. Oh, okay. He posted an image. So he's upset because in the original version, Sonic mushed fucking what's her name? Amy in the face, which is fucking funny. But he doesn't do it here. I'm not gonna lie. If this is what you're basing you buying a game on or not, I'm not gonna lie. Therapy. Is this funny? Sure. But the fact that they removed it, do I fucking care? No. Therapy. That's what we're gonna start saying. He's also upset that Rouge the Bat no longer has a BBL. Keep in mind, this is a children's game. I'm pretty sure Sonic is rated E. Rouge the Bat doesn't have a BBL. He's upset that the Bat chick does not have a fat ass. And then what is he upset about this third part? Fat shaming removed. Thanks, Sonic. You did a good job back there. Hey, did you gain weight? Thanks, Sonic. Now then, tell me, where's the rest of my island? Once again, if this is the reason, the deciding factor on whether or not you're gonna buy the game or not, therapy. Something is wrong with y'all. You're fucking weird. And it's a shame too, because you know, there might be some point in time where like this community actually makes some valid points where maybe they are trying too hard to shove some type of agenda, but it's gonna fall on deaf ears because unfortunately this community has been co-opted by very extreme people, and anytime you have any type of extreme ideology, people are gonna stop listening. There's a concept called learn to fight your battles. Do you really think this is a battle that was worth fighting? Shut the fuck up, dude. They're crying wolf too. You niggas is weird, bruh. Just weird. And to the people, because I know this probably statistically speaking, there might be some people in the chat that believe in because I've seen it in the comment sections of Hokage highlights. I've seen it in the comment section of this Twitch chat. There's a handful of y'all that really believe the woke mind virus is trying to take over the world. Do y'all, like, to those people, do you really believe this is a fight worth fighting? When does this dude get the fuck off the internet? He doesn't. Chronically Online. Shout out to Elaineverse with the sub. Like, is this the hill you want to die on? This is very interesting too, because I could have swore I seen something like a few weeks ago. He's got pedo allegations against him. He's posted some really weird shit about lullies or something like that. It's kind of weird to hop online and complain that Rouge the Bat is not sexy enough in a children's game. You're not really beating those allegations, my boy. In other news, let's talk about a game Sonic was also in. Smash Bros. And the creator of Smash Bros, Mr. Sakurai, the beloved. I saw a post that asked, when did nerds become conservative? Oh, I got an answer for that. That's a good question. Shout out to Willie in the chat. He said he saw a post that said, when did nerds become conservative? I got an answer for that. A lot of them already were. Matter of fact, I seen a tweet. My girl sent me a tweet yesterday because Nadeshot tweeted the owner of Barstool. He's like a super alt-right person, right? And he tweeted, Nadeshot quote tweeted that dude from Barstool. It was like, everybody needs to do their research before they participate in the election and make sure you make the right choice. Which, for those of you who don't understand that tweet, it's a very pussified way to say that he's right-leaning, but he doesn't want to admit it because he doesn't want to piss off his fan base. So he's trying to tell everybody to do their research. And hey, look, if that's your political beast, I'm not mad at that. I'm not here to like get into the politics and shit, but to answer your question, when did so many gamers become conservative? My answer is they always been that way. You guys have to remember, just because you watched the nigga hit a 360 no scope in a Call of Duty montage 10 years ago and you're still following them, it doesn't mean you know them. I say this shit all the time. Just because they play games and they're popular do not mean they are good people. People have blind spots. So when something comes out that somebody's racist or somebody says something crazy like oh boy last week when he was promoting genocide, none of it shocks me. None of it shocks me. So to answer your question, when did so many gamers become conservative? You got to keep in mind, you don't know these people, man. You don't know these people. So when you're watching them, take them at face value, enjoy whatever it is that you enjoy about them, but stop pedestalizing people and looking for answers on more serious topics, because a lot of these people are not well equipped to answer some of the things that you're looking for. No social skills and weird asses. But anyways, back to the Shonic. Sakurai, Smash Bros. Creator. Apparently, I've already read this article. Apparently, he started working on a new game 2 years ago. We're not ready for the conversation. A lot of these platforms have hidden agendas. Not that I believe it, but is it true that women have more propaganda to push than men? That's why some of these grifters don't like women in video games. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that deep about any of this fucking shit, bro. Like, I don't even know what like to have like a conversation like that. I feel like I would have to be in a Discord with somebody, so then you can elaborate what exactly are you talking about, and then like we get to the bottom of it, and then I'll be like, okay, well that's my take on that, but I don't really care enough, like so I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's my answer to the shit. I'm just trying to play games and have fun. But let me tell you something before we get back to the Sonic shit. You know how I know these grifters don't play games? Because if they did, you want to know the wokest game of 2024. This is clip this. This is definitive evidence that these niggas don't play games. I have not heard anybody who claims the woke mind virus is taking over the world complain about Metaphor ReFantasio. Metaphor is the wokest game of 2024 by hands down. If you haven't played it, the entire game is about democracy. It's about there's a ton of racism in it. It's about tolerance of other types of races and shit like that. There's a lot of commentary on society, and like it's not like just a little bit here. I'm talking about they throw racial slurs around all the goddamn time. They preach about tolerance all the goddamn time. The game is literally about equality. So the fact I haven't seen any of the go woke, go broke crowd talk about Metaphor and calling it woke, I'm like, yeah, you niggas don't play games. You don't play games. Y'all better be careful who you listen to. Everybody's got an agenda, and you got to figure out what the fuck it is. And made by a Japanese company too. That's the crazy part. Facts, your character is literally hated by everyone. Shit's crazy. But yeah, I read this article already. Sakurai has been working on a new game. He didn't say what it is, but they've been working on it for 2 years. We're supposed to, I'm just gonna take an educated guess. I'm also hoping, because when did Smash Bros come out? Smash Bros Ultimate release date 2018. It's been a while. They're supposed to reveal the Switch 2 soon. Sakurai's already been working on a game for the last 2 years. Maybe a new Smash Bros on the Switch 2. I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, because he didn't actually say in that article what he was working on. But there's hope. Maybe it's that. That's because they don't play. They don't. I'm not going to lie. If the next Smash Bros, if there is, because I know he said he was kind of tired of working on it, but if there is another Smash Bros and it's a launch title for the Switch 2, oh, that shit's flying off the shelves. That's flying off the shelves. It ends up being a passion project. Yeah, that's why I said don't get too excited, because he's made it very clear that he feels like there's not much else he can do with the Smash Bros formula. He's kind of tired of working on it. So it could be something totally different. At bare minimum, it's Sakurai, so he gets the benefit of the doubt. It's probably going to be good, whatever it is. A new Kid Icarus would be fire. True. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Shonic related. Marvel. We got a few Marvel updates for you. I got 3 of them. This happened last stream, but I didn't get to talk about it, so I saved it. But all DLC for Spider-Man 2 has been canceled. There were 3 pieces of DLC that was in development. And I mean, if you played the game, they were hinting at a lot of different stuff towards the end of the game. They canceled all that shit. It's never coming out. So for those of you keep asking, when's the DLC coming out? When's the DLC coming out? It ain't coming out. And I'm going to be honest, I think it has something to do with them hackers. I think those hackers kind of fucked up their workflow. They spoiled a lot of different things. Like, unfortunately, the unfortunate thing about when they got hacked is Insomniac had to do damage control for Wolverine. When Wolverine leaked, it really showed how the average gamer is a PS4 nigga, just very low IQ. And what I mean is, I seen footage all over TikTok, unfinished game, and people in the comment section saying this game looks trash, da-da-da-da-da-da. So now they got to hyper focus on making sure that game is super polished. Even though it was alpha footage, it was completely undone. Blame the hackers, man, and blame the people who were spreading that. That's why, like, any type of leaked footage, I don't show that shit. For like a copyright strike, but like I just don't want to show that shit. Like, if you want to look for it yourself, go for it, but whatever. I really wanted that Carnage DLC. I'm not gonna lie, I did think the Carnage side missions were cool and the way it ended and how it hinted that DLC was coming. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Carnage is a cool enough villain that he could have his own game. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, fuck them goofy ass Lizard Squad niggas, bro. That ass. So yeah, just know, anybody who was looking forward to the game that got nominated for 7 different awards last year and didn't win anything, you're also not gonna win any DLC. Spider-Man 2 community takes another L. But game of the year, right, guys? Baldur's Gate 3 sucks. Who played that? Other Marvel news. If you're looking forward to Blade, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this movie's coming out. Blade has been delayed indefinitely for those unaware. I don't know why. I just saw a tweet about it and I saved it, so let's read along. On October 22nd, as reported by Deadline, Disney and Marvel removed the long-awaited Blade reboot from its schedule of upcoming movie releases. The plan was for Blade to arrive in theaters on November 7, 2025, but that's not happening now. And instead, Predator Badlands has taken the spot, while Blade no longer has a release date at all. It's just the latest roadblock for the comic book movie since it was announced 5 years ago at San Diego Comic-Con. I do know that like there's been a ton of rewrites for the scripts, and Marshall Ali he's made it very clear that he's frustrated with the film. And now, I'm not gonna lie, I think the next domino I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen, but don't be surprised if the next domino to fall, now that this movie doesn't even have a release date, don't be surprised if he leaves the movie and they have to recast. Because like the way you have to look at it is, I think the reason he's frustrated is he genuinely wants to play this character. Everybody loves fucking Blade, and he's a great actor. I think this dude wants to play the character. But I think what a lot of people aren't thinking about is, anytime Marvel pushes back the movie, it fucks with his schedule. This guy is one of the most sought after people in Hollywood. He got to go get his bag. So anytime Disney changes the schedule, that intervenes with his ability to go act in something else. They're fucking up his money. So I'm pretty sure he's sitting down with his agent, his family, and they're like, look, how many times are we going to allow this? Because we had this on the table and we passed up on it. Because I'm pretty sure he's also looking at it. He's trying to be patient because, yo, this is a Marvel movie. If you become a Marvel character, that makes you an icon amongst children. So he's trying to be patient with him. But how much more patient can you be? How much more patient? It's honestly probably a good thing, because if there's so many rewrites, it's probably going to be bad. That's another thing too, right? If it ever does come out, it probably is going to be bad. Too many hands in the kitchen, it's probably not going to be good. So I wouldn't get my hopes up with this movie too much. It's probably not ever coming out. And if it does, it probably is going to suck, unfortunately. Blade was destined to flop when Wesley Snipes was brought up in Deadpool 3. I don't agree with that. Those things can coexist. If can we be honest too? Because I mean, it's been a while since Deadpool 3 came out. When Blade was first shown in the movie, I was like, oh shit, Blade is back. But like his actual cameo in the movie wasn't that great. I thought Gambit stole the show. Like I thought they could have did more with Blade in the movie. Like once you got over the wow factor, the allure of the nostalgia, they could have did more with Wesley, I think. But I think Gambit stole the show. Yo, shout out to Xavier with the sub. Unpopular opinion, but that quote will run dry at the end of the year. Hell, I don't recall that quote after the movie, to be honest. Wait, what are you talking about? I thought Blade stole it, but I hear your side. Why you feel like Blade stole it? I outside of like when he was first revealed, I don't really remember much about him from the movie. but everybody remembers I'm about to make a name for myself. That's what I mean. Like it was like he was just kind of there, but I don't know if it would hit the same if I watched it again. Blade did not steal the show. It was cool though. More shitty Marvel news. Reviews are coming out for Venom: The Last Dance. IGN gave it a 4 out of 10. I'm not going to go off their word. I was just saving it. I'm going to go to Rotten Tomatoes, actually, but it's not looking good. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to see. This is 2 back-to-back horrible movies I might have to see, man. I just saw The Joker, and my girl loves Venom, so we're going to have to go see this day one. And she sat through The Joker, so I'm going to have to sit through this. Where the fucking reviews at? Where the score is at, though? There's no actual Rotten Tomato score? Let's see. What's this shit called? Venom: The Last Dance. Oh, my God. That shit's sitting at a 39%. Yeah, I'm in the news. My fault. Bro, if I want to block some ads, nigga, I will. God, no. This shit out my face. This shit's sitting at a 39%. You can see it. Let me just go back. It's sitting at a 39%. I sure wish I could read some of these reviews, but I'm not turning ad block off for you, Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck you. If you want to look up the reviews and see why people are saying it might need to wait for the audience score, this is true. And that's why I said take it with a grain of salt, because the Mario movie got bad reviews too. That is to be fair. And I ended up really liking the Mario shit. I really did like the Mario movie. So it could end up being good, but I'm not going to lie. I'm teetering on. I think these reviews are probably accurate because I didn't really I thought the first movie was mid. It was like a 6, and the second movie was horrible. That shit was like a 4. You can always check the IMDb reviews. Venom IMDb. I didn't even know the reviews were on there. All the Venom movies fucking suck, bro. Oh, I didn't even know that. Over here, it's got a 6 out of 10. 900 reviews. Some people gave it a 10 out of 10. What the fuck? Are there no actual like writings though? User reviews. Just fine. Turn your brain off one last time. Unironically enjoyable. Wasted potential. It's amazing. Last Dance. Like, is there any way to verify any of this? How do I know these people actually saw the movie? They came out with a new Hellboy movie and I had no clue that shit came out. Nobody knew that shit came out. Emotion. 10 out of 10. Some people are unable to watch sci-fi or superhero movies due to the fact that those things cannot exist. I think that those genres can also produce emotions. So I've given it a 10 out of 10 for the emotions that this movie raised in me. The music, perfect. Yes, could look childish sometimes, but what the heck? It's not an opera movie. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't trust this shit. Chat GPT's viewpoint, 3 out of 10. Chat GPT, in conclusion, okay. Yeah, who recommended these reviews, bro? Oh no, man, I don't know about that, chat. Sony over here paying for reviews or something. The Chat GPT review. In more positive news, LeBron James has made it known that he is a top 100 player in Madden. So not only is he sweating in real life in the NBA, but he also sweats on Madden. I don't know what we can do for that information, but there's something for you guys. I know it's a lot of LeBron sexuals out there that just want to find any new tidbit they can about their king. And now you know. How'd you guys feel about Bronny? Okay. Father-son duo, King Griffey Jr. and King Griffey were out there. LeBron, Bronny took the picture. First father-son duo in the NBA. Oh, brother. And more positive news. He said couldn't care less. More positive news. Today, Capcom had an event for Monster Hunter Wilds. It was like early in the morning because I think they were on Japanese time. And during it, it was revealed that there will be an open beta for free if you want to try out the new Monster Hunter game. I got to play this early, like a month ago, and like one of my biggest takeaways was I think they're really trying to appeal to like a more mainstream audience because I think this game is very niche. Like the people who play it are very hardcore about it, but I think they're trying to expand the audience a little bit. And that was from like the gameplay mechanics that I got to play with, but like this makes me think so too. Also, it makes me feel like they're confident about what they have. I liked what I played. So yeah, PlayStation Plus early access is October 28th to the 30th, and then for everyone else, the beta will open up from the 31st to the 3rd. And your character creation data transfers to the full game. So whatever you do in the beta, it'll transfer over. Yo, shout out to Zenio. We love to see that. They did that in Metaphor. That was like the big takeaway. So yeah, I'll probably stream it. I'll probably stream it. Is it coming to PS4? No, nigga. I tried Monster Hunter World Beta a while back. Sadly, I couldn't get into the series. As someone who played the world, they're definitely trying to capture a new audience. Not gonna lie, I'll wait for Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors, I guess. Is it coming to PS3? Is it coming to PS2? So that's the first batch of articles that I got for y'all. Shut the fuck up, bro.